Hello and welcome to the Excel experience. Get ready for a series of videos dedicated to mastering conditional formatting. Today marks the beginning of our journey, starting with the first installment focused on highlight cells rules and its different options. Before we start, let's take a look at the dataset we'll be working with today. Today's dataset is all about students and their academic journey. This dataset will be our canvas as we explore the various options of highlight cells rules to elevate and visualize this information effectively. Let's start exploring. Let's start by highlighting exceptional performance, students scoring above 80 in each subject. I'll select the columns representing each subject, head over to the Home tab, click on Conditional Formatting, then Highlight Cells Rules, and choose Greater Than. Here, I'll input 80. Now, I have the option to pick a color, or even customize the format to make it stand out. Let's go for a vibrant color. Bold the font for emphasis, and hit OK. Perfect. Clicking OK again applies this rule, highlighting outstanding scores above 80 in each subject. Now, let's identify scores that need a bit more attention, those below 35. I'll select the relevant columns, head back to Conditional Formatting, choose Highlight Cells Rules, and this time, less than. Entering 35, I can choose a color right away, and then simply hit OK. There you have it. Cells containing scores below 35 are now highlighted, making them easily noticeable for further consideration. So here, we've got a visual representation showcasing two distinct scenarios. One color highlights exceptional performance above 80, while another flags scores below 35. This visual contrast helps us instantly recognize the range of student performance across our dataset. Removing these highlights is as easy as applying them. Just select the data, navigate to Conditional Formatting, choose Clear Rules, and then Clear Rules from selected cells. The highlighting is gone, giving us a clean slate to work with. Next up in our formatting journey is Between. This style allows us to highlight data within a specific range. Let's narrow down our focus to students scoring between 50 and 70. I'll select the dataset, head to Conditional Formatting, choose Highlight Cells Rules, and opt for Between. Now, I'll enter 50 as the starting point and 70 as the end. Let's add a distinctive color and hit OK. Students with scores between 50 and 70 are now highlighted, making it easy to identify this specific range. Another noteworthy option is Equal To, which, true to its name, highlights cells that precisely match the number we specify. This can be particularly useful when we need to pinpoint exact values within our dataset. Previously, our focus was on numeric criteria. Now, we shift to text that contains in conditional formatting, emphasizing specific text patterns for effective text-based formatting. For that we will select our column of grades. I'll head to Conditional Formatting, opt for text that contains, and enter distinction. This action will highlight cells containing the term distinction, showcasing its application for text-based formatting. To apply date-based criteria, I'll choose the date column and utilize conditional formatting. Various options like yesterday, tomorrow, last month, last week, and more allow us to highlight data based on specific temporal parameters, offering a tailored approach to visualizing date-related information. Moving on to spotting duplicates, I'll select the name column, head to Conditional Formatting, and choose Duplicate Values. This action will automatically highlight any duplicate entries in the name column, making them easily identifiable within our dataset. Exploring further, the Unique Values option comes into play. For instance, in our student dataset, Focusing on blood groups, selecting this option will highlight any blood group that stands out as unique, highlighting instances where no other student shares the same blood group, aiding in easy identification of these distinct entries. Expanding our scope within highlight cells rules, there are additional options like not between, not equal to, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. By selecting not between and setting parameters, say 50 to 70, this rule will highlight numbers outside the specified range. Next is specific text. We saw containing. Here there are other options like not containing, beginning with, and ending with. We can select any option as required and can see it highlight the text. Another noteworthy feature includes highlighting blank or non-blank cells, along with pinpointing errors or no errors within the dataset. These options efficiently manage empty fields and identify erroneous data, contributing to better data assessment and quality control. Last but not least, about dates. When dealing with dates, aside from the predefined options, we can also manually input specific dates within cell values. This enables us to highlight data falling within a custom-defined date range, offering precise control over date-based formatting to suit our requirements. Wrapping up for now. In our next video, we'll explore another powerful option within conditional formatting. Practice these techniques and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback matters. Stay tuned for more Excel magic. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.